So I had a dream last night that one of my high school friends had this idea. She wanted to run across a football field of a college team that she liked. It was actually a team that was sort of the rival team of the team I like. But anyway, she liked the team, but she still wanted to run across the field. And it was a big no, but she really wanted to do it. And so she told us how she was going to do it. She had found this little gate that no one really patrolled, and she had bought a tent. And she was going to put the tent near the gate, and then right at the final buzzer, she was going to come out of the tent in her sports gear. I guess she was going to wear like a team sweatshirt or whatever, and then she was going to go through the gate and run across the field. I don't know why the tent really was an important part of it, but it was. So anyway, we were all supportive, and we said, go for it. You really want to do this? Do it. So she comes back to tell us at some point that she missed her chance. She said it was the last game of the season. I had the tent. I got in the tent, and I chickened out. And we were all, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry you chickened out. I know you really wanted to do this. And then she said, she got this huge smile on her face. And she said, but I'm very lucky because I just happen to have a hair of Hagrid. And in my dream, I knew that this had something, or in real life, I know this has something to do with Harry Potter. I'm somewhat familiar with the books, but not really. So anyway, I know Hagrid's a character in Harry Potter, but she said I have a hair of Hagrid. And in my dream, we all got really excited when she said that. So she said, so that means, and we all said it at the same time, you can go back and do it again. So I guess this hair allowed her to go back and relive one moment in her life, and that's the moment she wanted to relive. And somehow I got to go back with her. She got to pick one person, and I got to go back with her. So we go back in time. All of a sudden, we're just there. We were sitting there with the hair of Hagrid, and then we're there at the football stadium, and there's like 2 minutes left on the clock or whatever. So we have the tent. We put the tent up. We get in the tent, and I put on the rival team sweatshirt. So it's kind of a even bigger deal for me because this is not a team I like. But anyway, put on the team sweatshirt. So she's so excited that I'm there with her to do this, and she's not gonna chicken out this time. And so we go to the gate. We start running across the field, and it was a lot of fun. There were people yelling, and then the people began chasing us, and I was just running as fast as I could. But of course, we both got tackled by security professionals, and then they start leading us out, and they're leading us out together, and they put us into a car. It doesn't seem like it's a police car, but I guess it might have been, because a police officer does get in eventually, and he starts driving us, but he kind of tells us that he kind of wants to know the story. Why did we want to do this? What was our goal? What were we trying to do? And he asked us if we had ever done anything like this before, and my answer was no. I've never done this before. I was really just doing it because it was my friend's wish. I don't really even like this team. So he said, all right. So he started turning the car. He's like, well, I was heading to the police station, but I think I'm just going to take you guys back to the school's, the main office, and they can deal with you at the school. And so I thought, great. My friend said, this isn't my first time. And he sort of started slowing the car down, and he said, really? And she said, no, I've done it one other time. And she said some phrase, some expression that it sounded like she was saying, it was almost like she was making fun of him for being an undercover cop or something. She was, and then she made some comment about fish. And in my dream, I knew that she was threatening him. I know it doesn't make sense, but I knew she was threatening him, and it was like a veiled threat. And I turned to her, because this was very unlike her. I turned to her and just gave her this crazy face. And I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "Well, in that case," he turned the car around and headed, he said, "We're going straight to the police office." And then I woke up.